What's up, guys? I got one here from Insolent Audits: Why Women Get Furious When Men Date Younger Women and Have Relationships. Let's get into it.
These are some dangers of dating an older man. This is coming from someone that dated someone 20 years older than me, and I definitely paid a price for that. There are definitely some key things that I took away from this dynamic that I will never ever date an older man again. A lot of older men that are probably at least 20 years older than you, 30 years older than you, they go after young women specifically because young women don't have the same life experience as someone obviously in their age range, right? They know this and they love knowing how naive and how little life experience we have because it's easier for them to control you. They don't want to date a woman that is a little bit more mature and actually has high life experience because they don't want to have to combat or deal with a woman that actually knows her worth and like has her frontal lobe developed. Like they don't want that. They want someone compliant. They want someone that's actually just gonna do whatever that they say and they like knowing that they're convincing you to be on their side of things because you don't know enough yet to even have your own opinion. It's really about a power and control and like has her convincing you to be on their side of things because you don't know enough yet to even have your own opinion.
The older men are master manipulators. I can't make this up. I mean, look, the entire dating game is just manipulation with different tools. Look, young guys flex their abs in gym selfies while older men dangle stability and wisdom. I mean, it's shocking, right? Here's the kicker. If an older guy wants someone naive, as you put it, it's because he's tired of arguing with strong, independent women who mistake stubbornness for maturity. For the most count, trauma isn't a minimum and body count shouldn't be reasonable. And by the way, frontal lobe development doesn't guarantee good decisions. Check TikTok, plenty of developed women doing toddler level nonsense.
It's really about a power and control dynamic. And especially if a man has been through so many relationships, he's like this bachelor and he's going after young women. In my opinion, that's definitely a red flag, especially if this man has never been married before and he's like in his 40s or 50s. Definitely I would take that with a grain of salt. Also, a lot of these men do tend to give you false hope and lie to you. Like they can say that they really want a serious relationship with you, but they know they're using like your good years. They're aware of that. So they'll give you false hope, but no commitment ever really comes. They'll dip their toe in a little bit, but not fully. You gotta be very careful with these types of guys. Also, a lot of these older men are not very emotionally mature. Even though they're older, that does not mean they are more mature. If anything, they're actually way more immature. A lot of these older men are very much stuck in their ways. Like there's no room for growth. Like it's either their way or the highway. There's no room for them to see your perspective. They want everything to go their way. That is why they want to date younger so that they can manipulate them into doing things that they want you to do. And they don't want you to say anything about it. And if you do argue, they're going to manipulate you to see their side and you're going to just do what they want. If you are going to date older, I say nothing more than 10 years because at least you'll be in the same life goals, life expectancies, a little similar. It's going to be a better dynamic for you. So just be very careful out there. Remember to stay safe, and I love you.
Power dynamics, control. Oh, you mean like how women use makeup, filters, and thirst traps to control the attention economy? But yeah, older guys with no room for growth are real villains here. As for using your good years, that's rich coming from a generation obsessed with securing the bag before 30. And here's a wild thought. Maybe some older dudes don't commit because they see the red flags waving like a carnival. You know, self-awareness is free. You should invest in some.
Hello, everybody. On a daily basis, I get a question from one of you guys asking me to talk about dating older men. And as you guys know, I did date somebody who was much older than me, and I don't really like talking about it. Nor do I think it makes any sense to give advice on how to pursue a relationship like the one that I was in, because it was nothing I would encourage anyone to pursue. I'm not here to bash, I'm here to give advice on what to be cautious about when dating an older man. First thing about dating older men is that those who lead with charm are often hiding a lot behind it. 2. Age does not equal maturity. Just because somebody has a lot of life experience doesn't mean that they learned anything from those experiences. And just because they have a fully developed brain does not mean that they're fully developed emotionally.
Charm hides flaws. I mean, wow, Sherlock, what a revelation. Did you think men over 40 were just wrinkly angels walking among us? I mean, listen, age doesn't equal maturity, but it sure beats the emotional roller coaster of dating someone whose personality changes every Mercury retrograde. Emotional intelligence isn't age-based, it's character-based. Yeah, let's just pretend all older men are just villains twirling their mustache.
I feel like an older man who kind of sounds like this. I'm a man, and I work out. And I work out while eating steak and listening to my... is insufferable. Let me see you act like a man and not talk about yourself like you are one. I don't know what number I'm on, but be aware of the attention seekers, the kind of older men that constantly need validation from other areas. And this is coming from me, the biggest attention seeker in the entire world. I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not saying it's okay when I do it, but if you're a man and you find yourself posting on your Instagram story for some attention, you might need to reevaluate your life's decisions. This is coming from a 22-year-old. That's all I have to say right now. I'm sure I have a lot more in this chamber of secrets to unleash to you guys. Let me know if you guys want a part 2.
Wait, so men posting gym selfies for validation is the hill we're gonna die on? I mean, look, if a guy's flexing steak-eating masculinity, maybe he's compensating. I mean, who knows? But who are you to talk Miss Biggest Attention Seeker? Irony's dead, and this girl here's the killer. But here's the tip. Don't expect men to be perfectly balanced when the dating pool is a circus of clowns chasing validations in different ways.
You guys, I have officially given up on relationships. Ever since I got sober 5 months ago, I said to myself, Katie, you are going to be not so sober, of course sober, but I'm not going to be in a relationship for 2 years. And that's coming from someone that is a serial dater, okay? I haven't been single since I was like a teenager, all right? So that's a pretty big deal. But you know, within these 5 months I've been thinking, and I'm thinking that if I get back in the game, it's going to be dating an older man. Because these older men out here, man, they know how to hold a conversation. Some are a little creepy. If you know, some, I don't want too old. But I'm talking 56. I mean, I'm 35, baby. Let's talk. They're more stable. They're a little bit more cultured. They're a little bit more worldly. You know, they got wisdom, baby. Tell me all your wisdom. I need some, you got a house? You got it's already paid for. You got a car, it's already paid for. You all set, baby. Now all you need is love and me. Let's start dating these older men, y'all. These new men out here, they be weird. They weird. These old classics, the OGs out there, let's start dating them.
You know, at least she's honest. I got to give her that. You know, so you've given up on relationships, but still want a sugar daddy with paid off house. I mean, that's kind of what I got out of it. No, wisdom and stability sound great until he starts talking about taxes during dinner. Let's not pretend this is about deep conversations. It's about broke dudes who treat DoorDash like a savings account. And fair enough, but call it what it is. It's strategic dating. Nothing wrong with it, just own it. You know, modern dating is a dumpster fire fueled by social media, broken families, and society obsessed with instant gratification. Men are checking out, going their own way, or grabbing passports to find traditional partners abroad. Why? Because dating here is like playing Russian roulette with clowns, emotionally draining and full of red flags. You know, solutions would be stop blaming one gender for everything. Ladies, maybe consider how you contribute to the chaos instead of always playing the victim. As for men, stop chasing illusions and work on yourself financially, physically, and mentally. And the family unit isn't dead, it's just suffocating under a mountain of selfishness and bad choices. Want stability? Be stable. Want respect? Earn it. Anyways, guys, it's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.